Some reports out that the president, as Sarah said, is pushing for a trade deal in the hopes of fueling a rally. Kayla Tausche at the White House with all things trade today. Good morning, Kayla.
Good morning, Carl. This is a dynamic that has been playing out behind the scenes for weeks at this point. President Trump communicating to his advisors that he wants to enter the re-election season with the market surging. And advisors agree that the argument that President Trump's economic agenda is working is harder if you don't have the market having risen, if you don't have people, the average voter, feeling like their 401k is doing far better than it was just a few years ago. Of course, the irony of using the trade deal as one of the main levers to get those market highs, as the president has been also communicating, is that it's having a bigger effect on China's stock market. If you look at the markets from December 1st, which is when the two countries agreed to the existing state of play, this trade truce that we are currently in right now, the Shanghai Composite is up close to 20%, while the S&P 500, the broad-based index, is up just close to 1%. So certainly we're seeing an outsized impact in China. And you were just talking about the trade deficit as well. That data certainly does not support this idea that the tariffs are working to lower the trade deficit. The goods deficit with China, which is what the president and some of his China hawks are myopically focused on, that goods deficit with China swelled to $419 billion last year. That is a record. And you can see from that chart that it has been moving up in that direction, up and to the right for the last several years. So that certainly doesn't augment the argument of the president, but that's one reason why he's pushing for a major part of this deal to be focused on China purchases of U.S. goods, of soybeans, of natural gas, of a handful of other items to try to close that gap, although critics argue that if you keep having U.S. companies buying as much as they're buying in Chinese goods, then it's not really going to have that big of an impact. So we'll see exactly how this all shakes out, how it all comes out in the wash.